Hey friends, today we are going to be working on figuring out which number is more. So we're going to be working today with lessons 9.1 and 9.2. We're going to do things a little bit backwards, and today we're going to talk about lesson 9.2 together, and then you'll do lesson 9.1 on your own. So I know that mathematicians don't always just do math when we're in the classroom or when we're at school. Math is everywhere, and we can use it in different parts of our lives. So I'm thinking, if I'm getting pizza and this box has 6 pieces and this box has 9 pieces, I'm going to want the one that has more. I'm going to want to know that 9 is more than 6. Or if I have 2 bags of candy and one bag has 12 pieces and one bag has 5 pieces, I'm going to want the bag with 12 pieces. So I want to know right away that 12 is more than 5. And that comes by practicing a lot and also by using different strategies. When we're talking about which has more, we can use a strategy of comparing, which is what we're going to be doing on our 9.2 worksheet. We're going to be looking at 2 different groups and being able to compare them. I can also think about a number line. So if I'm thinking about this number line in my head, I know that the further up the number line we go, the bigger the numbers we get, so the more things they have. And this way down the number line, there's going to be a smaller or less amount. So we're going to use a few different strategies today to figure out which group has more. All right, so you're going to want to get this worksheet, lesson 9.2, and we're going to start by working with this one together. We've talked this year about things that have more and things that have less and figuring out how to compare. So when we're looking at these towers of cubes, we're going to be counting them, writing the number, and then figuring out which has more. So let's put our finger on the first group of cubes and we'll count how many cubes they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That tower had 5 cubes, so I'm going to write a number 5 on the line below it. Then we're going to count this tower to compare. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That tower had 8 cubes in it, so I'm going to write a number 8 on the line. Then our directions tell us to circle the one that has more. If I'm looking at these 2 towers and I see one is 5 and one is 8, and I don't know which one has more, I can see that this tower, the one that has 8, is taller. So that means that it has more cubes in it because it keeps going. So I can circle the tower that has 8 cubes in it because it keeps going up. This one stops. It doesn't have any more cubes, but this one keeps going because it has more cubes. Let's move on to the next one. Put your finger on the first cube of this tower and let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll write a number 6 on the line. Then we can count the next tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one has 5. Again, if I don't know which has more, 6 or 5, I can look and see that this tower keeps going, so it has more cubes. So that must mean that 6 is more than 5. Let's go to the next one. Put your finger on the first cube and let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll write a number 5. Then we can count the next tower. 1, 2, 3. That one has 3. I already know that 5 is more than 3. I can see that the tower keeps going, and I can also see on my number line that if I'm counting, I stop here for 3 and I have to keep going more to get to the 5. So I know that 5 is more than 3. Let's move to the next one on the bottom and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one had 6 cubes, so I'm going to write a number 6. Let's count the next tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one has 8. I can see that the 8 tower keeps going, so it must have more cubes. So we can circle it and say that 8 is more than 6. I also can look at my number line and see that if I'm counting, I have to stop at 6. And then if we keep going to 8, it has more spaces. So I know that 8 is more than 6. Let's do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll write a 7. And do the next tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can write a 5. I can see that the 7 tower keeps going. It has more cubes. So we're going to circle the 7 tower because 7 is more than 5. And let's do the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's write a 4. And the next tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can write an 8. If I look at these 2 towers, the 8 keeps going. It has more cubes. So we can circle the 8 tower. And we can say 8 is more than 4. All right. So now that we've practiced looking to see which has more, because the tower is taller, we can go to worksheet 9.1. You're going to do this one all on your own. It has 2 different numbers that you're comparing. The first one is 6 and 9. If I don't know which one is more, I can do 2 different strategies. I can look at a number line and I can see which one we have to keep going for, which one has more spaces. Or I can use a tool at home, like our buttons, and I can make a tower. I can make a tower of 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can make a tower of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can, you can't even see that. I can see that my 9 tower keeps going, so 9 must be more than 6. Do the worksheet on your own. If you get stuck and you don't know which one is more, you can either build towers like I did, or you can use a number line to figure out which has more.